It was 2 a.m. in the middle of nowhere, the Devil's Outcasts Motorcycle Club. 12 men with faces carved by time and sin were tuning engines and drowning ghosts in whiskey when a tiny voice cut through the roar. "Can you hide me from my daddy?" Every head turned. A 6-year-old girl stood in the doorway, clutching a pink backpack that looked heavier than she was. Her name was Emma Rodriguez, and she'd walked alone through the night, across highways and fear, to find the people her mother once called the scary men who fight monsters. Inside that backpack was everything that would change their lives forever: a blood-stained knife, a camera full of proof, and a Hello Kitty flash drive containing the secrets of a cartel. By dawn, 12 hardened bikers would stand between a child and the devils who made her run. By sunset, those same men, thieves, fighters, sinners, would discover that maybe, for the first time in their lives, they were on the side of the angels, because sometimes heroes don't ride in on white horses, sometimes they roar in on Harleys, carrying ghosts and guilt, and find redemption in the eyes of a little girl who just wants to feel safe. And that night, when Emma whispered, "You're the scary men who fight monsters, right?" they finally believed it. The garage smelled of oil, smoke, and rain-soaked leather. It was 2 a.m., and the Devil's Outcasts were halfway through rebuilding a Harley when the voice came, a small, trembling sound that didn't belong in a place built for engines and broken souls. "Can you hide me from my daddy?" Every tool stopped. Every head turned, and there she was, a tiny girl, no more than 6, standing at the edge of the fluorescent light, her shoes muddy, her face streaked with tears. The pink backpack on her shoulders looked big enough to crush her. Razor, the club's president, a man whose face carried more scars than expressions, rose slowly from his chair. "What's your name, sweetheart?" "Emma," she said softly. "Emma Rodriguez." Her lower lip trembled. "My daddy's coming to get me. I don't want to go." The men glanced at one another. They'd faced rival gangs, police raids, cartel shootouts, but never something as disarming as a frightened child in unicorn pajamas. "Where's your mommy, kid?" asked Chains, the club's enforcer. "Mommy's sleeping in heaven with the angels," Emma said. "Daddy said so. But I think Daddy made her go to sleep." She had red stuff on her head. The room went still. Every man there knew what red stuff meant. Razor crouched, eye level with her. "Emma, how did you get here?" "I followed the white lines on the road. Mommy showed me once. She said if bad things ever happened, I should find the scary men who fight monsters." She opened her pink backpack. "I brought snacks, and Mommy's phone." Her small hands shook. "And something else." What she pulled out made every biker in that garage go cold. A kitchen knife, its blade dull, caked with dried blood. "Daddy was hurting Mommy with this," Emma said. "Mommy told me if something bad happened, to take evidence." "Is this evidence?" The word hit them like a hammer. Evidence. Then came the next revelation. Small, almost innocent, she reached deeper into the bag and pulled out a digital camera and a Hello Kitty flash drive. "Mommy made me take pictures," Emma said. "She said the police wouldn't believe us without proof." When Razor scrolled through the camera, the bikers saw months of hell, bruises, black eyes, cuts, broken bones. The last photo showed her mother lying still. Razor's voice dropped to a growl. "Where's your daddy now?" "With his work friends," Emma whispered. "The ones with fast cars and guns. He said when he gets back, we're going somewhere no one will find us." That's when headlights cut across the garage wall. 3 cars, engines revving, doors slamming. Emma's small hand clutched Razor's leather vest. "That's Daddy." The men spread out instinctively, 12 predators forming a protective wall around a single trembling child. Her father stumbled out of the lead car, drunk, furious, holding a gun. 2 other men followed, cartel muscle, cold and efficient. "You took something that doesn't belong to you," he screamed. "Give me the flash drive." Razor's hand twitched near his sidearm. "She's not going anywhere with you. That drive has our whole operation on it. one of the cartel men hissed. "We don't leave witnesses." Emma stepped out before anyone could stop her, small but unflinching. "You hurt Mommy. You made her go to sleep forever. Now everyone's going to know what you did." Her father's face twisted with rage. "You little brat, I should've." He never finished. The next 90 seconds were chaos, metal meeting flesh, shouts, gunfire, the sound of bodies hitting concrete. When silence returned, all three men were zip-tied and bleeding. Emma stood among them, tears drying on her cheeks. She bent, picked up a pistol by the trigger guard, and whispered, "This goes to the police, too." More evidence. Razor knelt beside her. "Yeah, sweetheart," he said, voice softening. "It's over." But it wasn't. The police arrived 20 minutes later. The flash drive contained cartel ledgers, wire transfers, and names. Emma's father and his associates were charged with murder, abuse, and trafficking, but Emma had nowhere to go. "She's got an aunt in California," the social worker said. "But she's not safe there yet." "She's staying with us," Razor declared. "Mr. Rodriguez," the social worker replied, "you're a felon. The state won't approve you." "Then the state's got a problem," Razor said. "Because she chose us. And we don't abandon family." The following weeks changed everything. The devil's outcasts, men once feared across the state, became 12 bewildered guardians. They learned how to braid hair, cook pancakes, and read bedtime stories. Their clubhouse, once filled with smoke and whiskey, now smelled like crayons and cookies. When nightmares woke Emma, Chains would sit beside her and say, "Don't worry, kid. Monsters don't mess with bigger monsters." When she missed her mom, Snake would tell her, talk to her out loud. Heaven's got great reception. And when she got sick, they took turns watching over her, 12 sleepless men around one tiny bed. "You all stayed with me?" she asked weakly. Razor smiled. "That's what daddies do." 3 months later, the state tried to take her away. In court, Emma stood before the judge, flanked by her leather-clad protectors. "They think my new family's too scary," she said softly. "But sometimes the scariest people have the biggest hearts. They keep the monsters away." The judge studied her file, the photos, the testimony. "Do you want to stay with Mr. Rodriguez?" Emma nodded. "He's my daddy now." When the gavel fell, granting custody, the courthouse erupted. 12 bikers cheered. Margaret Stevens, the social worker, wiped her eyes. A year later, the devil's outcasts had become something new. Their garage now hosted a program called Little Warriors, founded by Emma herself. Every Saturday, children who'd lived through fear came to draw, learn, and heal. Emma, now 10, taught them what her mother taught her: take pictures when grown-ups are mean. Tell the truth. Find safe people who fight monsters. The bikers trained in self-defense, worked with local police, and became a quiet legend. Protector angels in leather jackets. The flash drive that saved Emma's life rests in an FBI evidence vault. The photos convicted men who thought they were untouchable, and the pink backpack still goes everywhere Emma goes. Only now, it carries crayons and courage. Every year, on the night she walked into that garage, they celebrate, not because they saved her, but because she saved them. And when people ask Razor what happened to the devil's outcasts, he just smiles. They stopped being outcasts the night a little girl came asking to be hidden from her daddy, and made us all believe we could be something better.